Right, your Harley Davidson Sport Glide fairing. I want to take it off and hang it on the wall. Let's make a rack. Catch you inside.
RevelatorAlf.
Hello, welcome to RevelatorAlf. Hope you're enjoying the channel and the series of videos. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that bell, like and share, leave those comments and check out the website RevelatorAlf.com where you find the links to PayPal for your support. So in this video I'm going to take off the fairing off the Harley Davidson Sport Glide and I'm going to make a hanging rack similar to the one I've made for the saddlebags, but slightly different. Let's get to it. Right, so I'm in the workshop now. The fairing has come off. Basically, these are the attachment points. Okay, what I plan on doing is having two vertically mounted poles and then a block of wood here, and that'll be mounted onto a back plate which will be screwed into the wall. This is slightly too small for this, but actually, as a quick fix for you, this is going to work fine. And I'm going to show you how to do it. Just turn it at 45 degrees and then you take the longest dimension there and the fairing will clamp onto it quite neatly. So what we're going to do is first of all cut this down to about 8-9 inches, maybe 10 inches. Actually 10 inches would be fine, as I would say, and then two of those, and then we're going to make the backing one plate. And then I'm going to make the blocks for here as well, and then also onto the backing board. Let's do that. Just smoothing over the edges with this. Okay, so next you have to get a strip of wood that will be longer or wider than your fairing width, and that will be that dimension there, to where the fork legs will go. So let's measure that. Okay, center to center, it's 26.5 centimeters or 10.5 inches. So that is just 40 centimeters there, just 15 3/4 inches, plenty of room. Okay, so that's marked off. Now what I'm going to do is chop off some shorter lengths of this, mount it there like that, but I'm also going to cut in a 45-degree cut like that, so that when this is mounted 45 degrees in, it will slot in perfectly. I'll show you what I mean. Let me just cut a little strip here. About 4.5 inches should be fine. Okay, so the next part is to cut in 45 degrees. So essentially, this bit here is going to be cut away all the way down. Right, there you can see there's a 45-degree cut-ish. Right, next, this will fit at an angle like that, you see? And then it will fit neatly-ish. Right, next thing you need to do is actually drill a hole through here, going all the way through, and then what you're going to do is screw this part onto that. This part will also be screwed into the back like that. Okay, let's do that. There we go, so that's fitted onto there. Just going to tighten this up a little bit more. That will fit onto there like that. Right, let me do the same again for this one. Perfect. Right, do exactly the same with this one. You want to drill these pilot holes, otherwise it will just split the wood. Especially if you're putting a big screw in there. Right, drill 3 holes in here so I can mount this on the wall. I've also got to say a big thank you to one of you guys, Jorg, who actually sent in photos of his. He'd made it with metal tubes, but I thought I'd just do this out of wood so anybody can just make this, hopefully. Right, next thing is to drill a hole through the diagonal part of the wood, along the longest length. Perfect. Right, now we're going to screw this into that. Right, on there, that's solid. Now for this one. Now for all you woodworkers out there, you're probably thinking, what the hell is he doing? Yeah, but this is just for a quick fix really, so yeah, we won't look too closely at all the angles, you know what I mean? Right, the next thing is that's made, possibly a little bit long here. I may just consider cutting this back a little bit, but let me just see, because you've got to make allowances for the fairing. You don't want the fairing to touch the wall as well. Let me do that. Right, let's see if it fits first of all. Okay, so the next thing you need to do is get some either pipe insulation foam or any kind of wadding that can just wrap around here. That's going to make it softer to grip onto, and it's just going to make this a little bit wider as well. So let's do that. So all you need to do then is cable tie it on. That's all. Now you don't want this too tight because you actually want to create a bigger surface area, and also you want a bit of cushion there as well. Now this wrapping here can be anything. You could have bubble wrap, foam, anything. You could even have just lots of old t-shirts just wrapped around it. Anything that creates a little bit of cushion and also just makes it wider, so that simulates the fork legs which the fairing would normally attach onto. Right, let's put the fairing on now. Right, so there you go, that's wrapped on tight, that's not coming off. Mount this to the wall and you've got a secure point to actually put your fairing out of harm's way. You can pack this out a little bit more just so it's a really tight fit, but apart from that, it's all good. Right, let's do that. Perfect. Right, let's go and put this on the wall. Right, offer it up, drill some holes, and screw it in. I think that's secure. Right, let's mount the fairing on it. See how it holds up. Right. There we go, it is mounted on the wall. Look, that's not coming away. There we go. So if you want to find out about the saddlebag mountings, wall mount, check out that other video up there. Also just go through the archive. If you want to find out about this, well, just follow it along. Relatively simple to do. The inspiration for this was from one of you guys, Jorg, who sent in your offerings as well, which is really cool. I went a slightly different way, but fundamentally it's the same design. Just two vertical poles, screw them into a back plate, clamp it on, make sure it's wide enough so the clamps go on neatly and also tightly as well, so there's no risk of that coming off. Well, there you go, that's it for this video. Wall mount for your Harley Davidson Sport Glide fairing. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that bell, like and share, leave those comments, and check out the website RevelatorAlf.com, where you find the link to PayPal for all your support. Right, but that's all nice and secure. I can run the bike naked now, and if I ever have to do some work on the bike, I know I can just hang everything up here and it'll all be out of the way and free from scratches and all that kind of good stuff. Right, on to the next project. Catch you again. Ta-da. RevelatorAlf.